They both was. I think both of their
When
stars are
you,
bad. Their role players are better than their stars. We talked about this all year.
but it's like me as trying to me like how can I be a good secondary star if my main star is playing like Pooh Cheese?
Sengun the main star, especially in this series.
Well,
Jalen Green just
in
had
this
that
series,
monster. That
but
monster was it game 2?
I
It
can't
was a
even
monster
say
game
that
2
he's
or
the
3
main
one of them.
star in this series just because like he's a smaller big. So I still feel like that, go like center wise, this would be the best series that Golden State could hope for.
No,
Jalen
Sengun
Green
supposed to
should
be easy.
Jalen
Sengun
Green
supposed
needs
to
to
be
be
easy.
Jalen Green needs to be able to take over, especially when you got Jimmy Butler that's not playing, and that's supposed to be the second scoring option on the team, and the hell on some nights the best defender. Sometimes Draymond defers to him and lets him be the best defender on the court. So
So,
not only
so
did
you saying Jalen Green should be the priority scorer in this series over Sengun?
he needs to be, I feel like the Sangoon will get his numbers regardless.
He didn't last night. Well, what game?
But I'm talking about like even as bad as you saying that he played, he still got you fit. He got you a double double. It was a sorry double double, but it was a double double.
I
But
see what you're
when
saying with the
when you
Jalen Green,
talk
but Jalen
about
Green won them a game though. Sengun ain't won them a game yet, and he's not going up against the
he
bigs like you
hasn't, but
said.
DJ again, this is what I'm saying. We
Mhm.
got Sangoon that gave me 15 points and 11 rebounds, and because Van Vliet gave me
Mhm.
17 and 4 and 3 assists, it may have been a little bit efficient. He was the cover star for that team. I'm so like Jalen Green has to play better. Like when you talking about making the list for worst starters, this nigga gave me 9 points in 39 minutes, man.
No, no, I definitely
I
agree.
understand what you're saying about he
I
gave
think
me a game, but what did he do in the other games?
now that's facts, but I think he's a spark plug off the bench. Y'all know how I am. I've been said Jalen Green supposed to be a spark off somebody's bench, bro. I've been said that.
I
And if
But
you
think
and guess what? If you bring a star in on this team, bro, that's what he damn near might be. Because I'm not gonna move Fred Van Vliet because as bad as he still shoots better than Jalen Green. I'm not
no,
taking Seguin
no,
off the
no,
court.
hell no.
I'm not taking Dylan Brooks and Amin Thompson off the
I
court
get
just
it.
because of what they do defensively. And Thompson is my most athletic player who I need to have in my starting lineup.
Fred Van Vliet is
You
not
may
on.
not be lying, bro. Like if we really look at KD coming into this scenario right now, Jalen Green's getting moved to the bench.
Jalen Green part of that trade. My thing, I agree with the Jalen Green stuff, but I think
Man,
he's
them
a
niggas will
spark off the
probably
bench.
fuck
He's a six
around and want
man.
Steven Adams before they take Jalen Green.
Man.
Mhm.
But I think one of my biggest things with Houston is I like they role players way more than they stars. I think Amin Thompson, Jabari Smith, and Tyree Eason, I have a better vision of what they can provide to a winning team than Sengun and Jalen Green. And I think that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Sengun ain't dominate the series like he should. Draymond Green is 6'6" and he's old, man. Like that is getting ridiculous. I get it. He's a great defensive player, but Sengun supposed to take that matchup and dominate it. And if you can't beat the Warriors without Jimmy Butler, the savior, so called, I don't know. What, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I agree in that aspect more towards you. Like Jalen Green, both of them, Jalen Green and Shingun, are not the stars yet that they need to be for the Rockets to go anywhere. And I don't know if you want to wait around to see if that ever happens. I'm done waiting on Jalen Green. He's had his time.
I was about to say, like,
We
who
all
would you
agree on
have more
that.
patience on waiting on, Jalen Green or Seguin or
I'm,
Sangoon?
I'd have more patience with Shingun than Jalen Green. I
Because this is
come.
my thing. I'm not saying that he has to be a Jokic, but and this is kind of where I feel like I think where DJ trying to go when he talking about him. I feel like he's trying to put him in the same category as Sabonis, and I don't want you to do that.
he trended that damn
I'm
direction.
getting those vibes from you,
You getting the right vibes.
and I don't want you to do that because in this situation, we're not trying to look at him as the star. Like there were like you really had people debating on, oh, was Sabonis the best player on the Kings or De'Aaron Fox? But
So you don't think Sengun the best player on the Rockets? He did make the what's he called? The All-Star game. He was a
I
All-Star.
feel like that just because of the position that he plays. I feel like that Green has too many people to beat to ever get on that list or make an All-Star game. But again, we saw Sabonis make an All-NBA team, and I
And
bragged on him.
but but Chris, that's
But
my problem. I don't think you can win with guys like Sengun and Sabonis being major priorities on your team. Maybe as a third guy, but as a first and second guy, we are seeing it time and time again.
I
No, it's
feel
not
like
gonna
with
work.
Sengun, just because
They can't shoot or defend the rim. Go ahead.
he's 6'11". I think the only thing with him is that he because of the type of how he plays, we would love for him to have a 3-point shot like Jokic, because Jokic
Yes.
is the standard, and that's the only thing that him and Sabonis are missing, is that if you get stuck at the 3-point line, do I mind you putting up that shot? And that's just not them. Unfortunately, they're just in the era where Jokic and Embiid are the standard because they're 3-level scorers. Like, even with their ability to, facilitate and everything else, because they can't shoot the ball, that's always going to be their downfall.
Sengun, Sabonis, Ja Morant all have one thing in common: second overall seeds, first round exit.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I would never quit.